Happy Valentine's Day. Um, so this video obviously is going to be about self-love. For those of you that need to hear this, hopefully you can relate to what I feel like my journey is when it comes to self-love. So, but first of all, I apologize for the glare on my glasses. I didn't feel like putting on my contacts today. It's not happening, so here you go. Deal with it. But anyway, love you. Sorry that, yeah, so, okay, let's jump right into it. Self-love. I hate to wait until Valentine's Day to talk about self-love because we should be loving ourselves any day of the year. Any minute, any second, every single day, every hour, we should be loving ourselves. But at the same time, if you're a real person, there will be times where you probably, you probably don't. You probably don't show yourself enough love, or you quite or too often don't show yourself enough love. And I fall in that category as well. I'm not perfect by any means. Whew. I am not perfect by any means. And I myself am working on a self-love journey, improving my own self-love. And, it's a journey. It's not easy. It gets easier. And surprisingly, you find that, it's very easy to take, to make sure that you are taking care of yourself and loving yourself. But if you're not already in the habit of doing that, getting yourself to that point is what I mean when I say it's not easy. So I have a friend, and I love this person so much. This person is unapologetically themselves. Like, nobody can sway them unless they want them to. This person marches to the drums. Is it the drums? What's the saying? They march to the tune of their own beat. Okay. Sorry about that. This person marches to the tune of their own beat. And, they know when to say no. I want to say they know how to be selfish. They know how to be selfish. They know when it's like, you know what? Nope, I can't do this. Or, I'm going to go ahead and do this. Or, yes, I want to do this. And you know what I'm saying? And they know themselves. And if there's something about themselves that they don't know, they're coming to, they know how to recognize, okay, you know what? I need to work on this. They know when to get the rest they need. I don't want to say that they're perfect, but I will say that to me, this person just always shows themselves a really high form of self-love. To me, that's a form of self-love when you make sure that you put yourself first. And they always do this. And they follow their intuition, So it's a reminder for me. Because I quite often, in my own journey, forget to take care of myself. I forget. I'm so selfless at times. And I give, and I give, and I give. And I'm always there for somebody. And I'm always listening to somebody. And I'm always giving somebody advice. Or I'm always, helping somebody in some form of fashion without thinking about, what it is that I need to get done for myself. Sometimes I'm able to, but then there are times where I allow people and my relationships with people to totally be, use me. I'm here. You call me, you need me, blah, blah, blah. Like, I'm there. I'm always there for somebody. And I'm always there for somebody, basically, right? And so quite often, what ends up happening is I forget to come back to myself and take care of myself. I forget to be there for myself. I know wow. I mean, if anybody can relate to that, maybe some of you are better than me. Of course, that's just my, my area of opportunity. And at times, not all the time, but there are times where I feel so depleted, drained, used, like nobody cares. because the energy that I constantly give out is not always reciprocated back. I often feel like I'm the one that is always there for somebody, but who's going to be there for me? I'm the one that's always listening to somebody, but who's going to listen to me? I'm the one that's always giving advice, but who's going to give it to me? I don't always feel like that because I'm not always thinking about myself. That's my problem. But the times that I do, it makes me so sad. It makes me so sad. It makes me feel like nobody's there. And that couldn't be the furthest from the truth, because my friends love me. My family loves me. My coworkers love me. People love me. So it's not like people intentionally are doing things to me that are hurting me. It's a matter of me knowing, when to be there for myself and take care of myself. This is not the only form of self-love that I need to work on, but it is one key area. It is one area for me. Your journey might be different, but I'm just sharing with you, part of my journey. So anyway, that is definitely a drawback. And when I feel like that, I've learned over time that it's not necessarily them. It's a matter of me being able to know when to say no, when to be selfish. I literally just had a conversation with someone about this. I am so selfless that I can at times forget to be selfish. And, being selfish is not bad. Being selfish is not bad. There's a reason why there's a need to be selfish, right? So, being selfish is a need. It is necessary. Just like being selfless is necessary, being selfish is also necessary. It's always a balance, though, with everything in life. Everything in moderation. Everything, get the right amount you need. Okay, that's with everything, by the way. But anyway, back to this topic. I'm so selfless that I can forget to be selfish. And I even at times feel bad for being selfish. And that's something that I need to work on with myself, self-love. We have to put ourselves first sometimes. No, I'm sorry, a lot of times. But because, you know what? I don't know what the right word is here. Because, you can say sometimes or all the times, know when to put yourself first. Okay, there we go. There's a balance of when there's a time to put ourselves first, to take care of ourselves, to self-preserve, to indulge in the things that we love. Self-love involves so many different things. What you're putting in your body, how you're speaking to yourself, what you're putting on your body, how you're treating yourself, how you're taking care of yourself. How are you taking care of yourself? That's the main thing. I think one thing in my previous, videos is, how are you filling yourself up? And that's definitely, again, a topic about self-love. Is how are you taking care of yourself? So I say this to anybody who is, you just happen to see this on Valentine's Day and you feeling like nobody loves you. Look, there are plenty of people out there that love you. But the main thing here is, do you love yourself? And you probably feel like, well, yeah, of course I love myself. Why wouldn't I love myself? But do you really show yourself some love? Because that is how you will be able to show other people how to love you. And that is also a reflection of how you love others. Your relationship with yourself is definitely reflected in your relationship with others. your relationship with yourself is most definitely reflected in your relationship with others. And so my relationship with others is I give and I give and I give and I give, and then I forget to take care of myself. And so therefore there are times where I feel like I'm again, like I said, like I'm drained or I'm depleted. And that goes back to, okay, am I ever taking time for myself? It's great that I can give. It's great that I can be selfless. It's great. But then, when am I going to put myself first? And so for anybody out there that, is in, I guess, has that same situation or experience, or this is also an opportunity that you have to work on in your self-love journey, I highly encourage you to take some time just for yourself. Just for yourself. Shut off your phone. Take a trip by yourself. Go to the spa. Take yourself to your favorite movie. Read your book. Watch your favorite TV show. Laugh. Learn some things about yourself that you enjoy, or that are part of you. Like, I love to laugh. Now we're going on a tangent here. I love to laugh. So if I know that I'm feeling bad, sometimes I'll allow myself to cry, but sometimes it's like, I know if I'm going to laugh, I'm going to feel better, and I'm going to be able to, that laughing is going to be able to put myself in a whole different mindset, and I'm going to be able to have a clear head after the fact. I can think clearly after I got that good laugh out. I'm going to watch my favorite TV show that's going to make me laugh, or a movie, or I'm going to go on YouTube or Instagram or Facebook or something and watch a video that's going to make me laugh, find my favorite comedian, laugh, and I'm good. That's a form of self-love. And that's a form of self-love for real. And I really believe in that, because if you cannot take care of yourself, you cannot look at anybody else and expect them to know how to. Especially when you're feeling depleted because you gave and didn't know how to pull back. Didn't know how to tell them no, or say, what, I'm sorry, I can't do this. But thank you for the invite. Or, I'm sorry, I don't accept this. This is not how I'm going to allow somebody to treat me. So, self-love is probably one of the most important forms of love. There are so many forms of love, but self-love is one of the most important. And then you have to have that. You have to have that for yourself to be happy, to properly receive and give. You have to have that for yourself. And you have to want it. Part of my journey, again, is not only learning how to give myself better love, but how to just really focus on the love that I have for myself and improve it and fall in love with myself. And I have been falling in love with myself more and more every day since I began that journey. Okay? It's been years of me doing that. But it took a lot of different trial and error for me to finally, see what it took. And what it took was me saying yes to myself and loving myself, loving my body the way that it just is, the exact way that it is. Even though there are things I want to improve and whatnot, loving my body, loving myself, loving my hair, loving my skin, loving my mind, loving my flaws, loving everything about myself first before I expect someone else to like or love it, Anyway, happy Valentine's Day, happy Love Day. Love yourself. That's the message here. I love you guys.